Hi guys, hope you're having a good day. This video is being pre-recorded because I'm going to be out of town, but this will be released on Saturday, July 9th. And we're starting our Christmas in July. I know, it's too soon for snow and winter, but we're going to show it to you anyway because our new mini catalog is out. And let me go ahead, pull that out, along with Celebration, of course. So it's now live, and what we're using is the Snowman Magic Bundle. Yes, I know, Roxy, why are you doing snowmen? But I can, and you know what? I love them. So let's go ahead, and it's on page 44 of the mini catalog, and it's a bundle. So you have the stamp set and these dies. Now let me tell you, these dies are wonderful. So we're going to be using that today. We're also going to be using from the back here. Let me get to the back. We're also going to be using the iridescent trim. Where is that? Right here, I'm sorry. Iridescent trim. It is gorgeous. That is right here. And we're going to be using the Lights Aglow paper. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's get all of this stuff out here. First thing we're going to do is we have our card base, which is Starry Sky. So that's 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Let me go ahead and just make sure we're all even on that. Pull this off just a little bit, so that will lay flat. Then we're going to take this Hearts Aglow paper. It is beautiful paper. Look at that. So beautiful. So we're going to go ahead. I don't know if I have a smaller piece or if I'll have to grab a large piece. Nope. So we're going to go ahead on the back side of this paper. Look at that. Look at how pretty that is. Okay, so we're going to cut that a little bit bigger than our die. We're using this die today. That's from the Snowman Magic Bundle. So it's your big frame die. But look at all those other fun little snowman pieces in there. All right, so this frame, as you can see, is about 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. So we're going to cut our piece of of DSP at 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. And this way it will also be able to fit through the baby. So 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. And you'll have some nice little pieces left over that you can do greetings on or whatever. So then we're going to put that on here. We're going to bring out the baby. And I'm going to lay the less cut on plate on the bottom just so it doesn't move around, because you kind of want it. And you can use your washi tape, but you can use your blue tape to hold it on. I'm just going to go ahead and make sure it looks level. And then just put that right on top and run it through. It's going to go a little bit tighter because you have a large surface you're cutting. So it's going to feel like you're breaking the handle, but you're not. Believe me, you're not. All right, I just want to make sure I got that middle end there. Let's go ahead, take it off. You want to be careful when you're doing this. You don't want to ruin that frame. But look how perfectly that frame just comes right out. Put this over here for now. You want to make sure, though, you get all your little scritchies out. Like this little one there. All right. Looks like we got, oops, a couple down there. Oops. All right. So it looks like we got all the scritchies out. All right, then we're going to go ahead and grab our silicone mat. I'm going to make sure that all the old glue is away because I want to lay this down and not get glue on the front side of it, because that's going to take away from that gold embossing that's on that DSP. All right, so turning it upside down, I'm going to make sure that I'm holding it because I don't want any of that glue to get under until after we're done with that side. All right, so none of that's moved. Move this out of the way. Come over here to our piece, and what you're going to do is you're going to line up one set of corners and then you're going to walk your way around it. Oops, I'm a little crooked. So let's go ahead. I'm going to put this down here first, and then we can walk our way around it. That way it's going to lay flat. There you are. All right, so then let's go ahead and take our Versamark, and the saying, it's the most magical time of the year, from that Snowman Magic. So we're going to go ahead and get that with the Versamark pad. Make sure your stamp is really clean before you do it. And if you're afraid you haven't covered it enough, use your stamp apparatus. That way if you have to go over again, you can. I'm going to just trust that I got a good image. All right. Now I'm going to come over here. I'm going to plug in my heat tool. I'm going to do it over here. Plug it in and bring my gold embossing powder over here. I don't think, I'm going to have to probably do it a little bit off camera because I'm not sure if I can get my, let me see if I can move my, all right, I might be able to get a little bit on. All right, let's see. Yep, all right. So also in the mini catalog, they've reintroduced our embossing kit, which is your tray with a little cork end, your brush, your embossing buddy, which I didn't use yet. I should have used that before I did that. And these tweezers. We're going to show you about these tweezers in a little bit. All right, so let's go ahead. Let me bring out my gold embossing powder. Okay, sorry if you just heard my stomach growl. I'm going to look to see if I see any stray gold, and I don't. I got very lucky. I'm going to put it over that snowflake again. All right, let me go ahead, and then you'll unscrew this and get it all in there. Use your brush if you have any leftover little pieces. There you are with that. Put that back on the end. Cover this back up because I'm going to heat set this and I don't want to have that blowing all over the place. All right, first use for these, because these are strong tweezers. They're reverse tweezers, so they stay closed. You push them to open them. These are, oh, is it ivory? Ceramic. I think it's their ceramic ends. So we're going to go ahead and use that. I'm going to turn this on. Sorry, it's going to be a little loud. And I'm going to be over here on the side, just so I'm not stretching as far. And there you see it's starting to change. You don't want to leave it over too long. Once you see it turn, you want to turn it off because you don't want to go ahead and flat overburn that embossing powder, because then it could possibly not be raised. I am going to go ahead and just turn this upside down for a second with a larger block on top, just to kind of help with that, because that heat's going to introduce the fibers in the cardstock are going to be heated up, so it tends to, you know, bend or turn upward. So just while it's cooling, just go ahead and put some blocks on there. And then I find if you burnish from the back, it makes it a lot flatter. All right, so now we are going to add this beautiful iridescent trim. I don't know if you can see how sparkly that is, but here's another trick we learned from a demonstrator during Creativity Now. So when you go to tie your knot, so you know, you get it ready here and you tie this one, right? And then it's like, oh, but then you have to try to, you know, I'm going to bring it down a little bit more. It's like, oh, but now I have to try to turn it over and this and that. Watch. So you have it like this, right? And you have it the right length and all. Put this right there for your third hand. Now, I need to have more of a tail. So let's go ahead. Let me bring a little bit more. So I have it just on the inside of the card. I'm going to go ahead and introduce it like that. Bring these over to be your third set of hands. All right, and then go ahead and do your tightening and however you want to do it. Get your snips. And look at that. Look how pretty. So there you are. A very quick card. Again, if you want to, leave it with some blocks over it just so it gets some more. But once you put it in an envelope and run it through the mail, it's going to go ahead and, you know, lay as flat as you need it to lay. Let me go ahead, do that again from the back side. And there you are. All right, guys. Like I said, this is being pre-recorded, so I'm hoping that your week went well and that you're having a good Saturday. We'll talk to you all soon. Bye.